Hi Cancer, this is Becky and welcome to your February 15th partial solar eclipse reading. Now we're going to be reading for the eclipse that is happening in a couple of days. Now the energy for this eclipse, once it hits, it will last up to 6 months and maybe even up to 12 months in some cases. So this is a long-term energy pattern that we're getting ready to see. All right, now for you Cancer, this particular partial solar eclipse will be at 27 degrees Aquarius, and for you it's going to be located, or I should say affecting, let me just double check, affecting your 8th house. Okay, it's affecting your 8th house on the zodiac wheel. Now this is the solar chart, and the solar chart is good for all the Cancers we're talking to. We're not talking about natal charts. Those are all individual. This is the solar chart, which is still meaningful. Now the 8th house on the zodiac wheel, where this eclipse will be triggering, is the house of intimacy, sex, bonding, shared money, money that you share with others or money that comes from others. And it can refer to property, and it also can refer to transformations. Basically it's like leaving the old self to birth a new self. So death, rebirth, not death in the physical sense, but in the metaphorical sense. Just sort of transformation, as it were, because the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, which rules transformation. Now, interestingly enough, this particular eclipse, when it hits that 8th house at 27 degrees Aquarius in your solar chart, it's going to ping across the sky back into that 2nd house that was triggered on the January 31st lunar eclipse in Leo. So the ping will come from the 8th, shoot across into the 2nd house, which is also a money house. Now, money in the 2nd house is money you earn, not money that you share with others or get loans from others, you know, none of that. The 2nd house is money that you earn yourself from the work you do. Okay, it also affects in the 2nd house values, your daily routines, your work, yes, and the environment, yes. But mainly what I see for you setting up here, Cancer, is something about money, whether it's shared, whether it's the money you earn. Somehow this is all connected, and I don't know where intimacy comes in, but we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and get started. I have got the cards ready. Now, I have created the sacred space, so we are ready to go. The only thing is I am not using a candle right now, but I do have my trusty pink quartz crystal here. It's just gorgeous. I love it. It stands for the energy vibration of love. It's just beautiful. The reason I'm not using a candle is because on February 4th, the feng shui shifted. And that is when we had to reposition everything that we use for feng shui in order to, I guess you want to say, what's the word I want? In order to maximize the energy potential of the year's energy patterns within our living space. Okay, so what that means is, if you're not familiar with feng shui, it's a thousands and thousands of year old tradition coming from China. It's not Chinese New Year yet, but it will be soon. And there's different things you can do in your house to make the energy flow in a I guess what I want to say is in the best way possible, or in a very positive way. That's the word I want. Okay, and for this year, keep this in mind, in the north section of where you live, or even where you work, but specifically in your home, you want to make sure do not burn any candles in the north, do not light any fireplaces in the north. Okay, that's a big thing, because the energy is such that that is not going to be conducive to a positive energy flow. All right, so that's why I'm sitting in the north, so no candle, but we do have our rose quartz. Okay, we'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is one of the classic decks of the tarot pack, the classic. This is the Romance Angels Oracle cards. We'll be taking one of those, and messages from your angels, and we'll be taking one of those as well. All right, so I've already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle again. Angels, we are here with our Cancerians, and we are asking about energies that they are going to be presented with as a result of the eclipse on February 15, 2018. What is the overall energy that they will be experiencing at that time? The overall energy, there it is. Angels, we would like to know what incidents or occurrences may pop up for them. There it is. Thank you, angels. And angels, what advice can you give them to deal with this? What advice can you give them to deal with this energy popping up? Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Wow, Cancer. Interesting. Let me look at it for just a minute. Okay. We can look at this two ways. Now, since we are talking about the 8th house and then secondarily the 2nd house, meaning both of those houses relate to money, let's talk about money first. Okay. So what we have now is, I will show you the cards first and then we'll talk. This is the 9 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Cups. In the first position, you heard me ask the angels, what is the overall energy that Cancerians will be experiencing when we enter this eclipse situation on, I believe it's Thursday, February 15. Well, the overall energy we have here is one of overall prosperity. Okay? So I don't know, all of you have different ways you earn money or create more money. But what we see here is this beautiful woman, a noble woman, I might add. She is richly robed, richly attired. She has accumulated these 9 gold coins, so to speak, which symbolize a lot of things. But on its surface, it symbolizes that she has made her way through work, through inheritance, through whatever it is. She has made her way along life's path so that she can accumulate enough wealth and security that she can take time to enjoy this beautiful garden that she's in. Alrighty, so if we take a look at this card, we can see this is the energy. It's an energy of feeling abundant. It's an energy of feeling like you've achieved a certain level in life. It's a feeling of safety. And there's this beautiful home in the background. It's a feeling of feeling grounded in where you are along life's path at the moment. Okay? And she's got this little bird right here on her glove that she's wearing. It may even be I don't know, it doesn't look like a falcon, but it could be. It almost looks like it has one of those attachments and the glove that people use when they work with falcons. But nonetheless, this woman she's kind of made it in a lot of ways. She's made it. And what I want to say is here, though, she stands alone. So we could say that she's made it this far. She's relied on herself. She's enjoying being herself. She's enjoying it quite a bit. And she's come this far and she knows that she is able to do this and she's done it and she's enjoying this beautiful creation, this beautiful life that she's created. But what I'm going to say now is that what's going to pop up for you, Cancer, what's going to pop up for you is there's going to be something that's going to move you along to the next step in life. And it's going to require a decision from you. And this decision point is going to be coming up as a result of this eclipse. And, you know, it could function on 2 levels. On the wealth and abundance level, you have a chance to up your game, as it were. It will come up. There will be two paths, at least two, and you're going to be asked to choose in which direction to drive the chariot. Okay, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, but once I get through with this overview. You're going to be asked, which way do you want to go? And you're going to have to make that decision. And you're going to maybe have to marshal your forces and pull them together and basically drive forward in a concerted effort to reach the next level, whatever that level is for you. Okay, travel could definitely be involved, actual physical travel to do this. But what I'm seeing in this regard, in the money aspect of this reading, is that you're going to be leveling up to the level of king. Now, if you're a woman, it doesn't matter. It just means that you went from being a noblewoman, a duchess, a countess, to the top of the chart, the top of the line, the king, the top position. I just heard that you're getting a promotion. Okay, so those of you who have the type of job where you could get a promotion, in the traditional sense of promotion, this is exactly what this means. Here you are. You're the noblewoman. Here's the card of movement. Movement and traveling up, in this case, the ladder, so to speak, to a position of kingship, a higher position than the one you started in. You've done well here, and I just heard the higher ups have noticed you've done well, they've noticed, and they're getting ready to maybe offer you a promotion. They may be offering you a promotion where you have to move. This is a card of movement. If they offer you a promotion where you have to move here, stay here, or go there, or two locations, or even overseas, you may have to decide which way you're going to steer your life. In other words, steer the chariot. Which way are you going to steer it? Are you going to take the position over here or over there, or even overseas? But it looks like to me that you're getting that promotion. It could work out where you're trying to let me think here. You know, in a lot of ways, when I first saw the reading, what I saw is this couple. Okay? And I see this couple, this woman here and this man here. Now, it doesn't have to be man and woman for you. However the genders work for you is how it's supposed to work. So don't worry about that, because this is a general reading. But look at this. I hope you can see it. This woman, who we said has achieved some level of success in her life, or this person is looking over to this person. Now, he's not looking back at her. He's got an eye toward the future. So what this could be, if we are talking about intimacy, okay, and bonding, it's indeed very possible, Cancer, that you, represented here or here, maybe you are the cups person, which you are naturally, water sign, which is cups. If you're the king of cups, then you may be thinking about visiting someone that you are bonded to, at least on a soul level in some way. Whether or not you actually have a physical relationship with this person or a love relationship with this person, I don't know yet. But it looks like to me you could be traveling to be with this person. And the whole goal of traveling to be with this person is to decide, make a decision if you want to join forces with them and hitch your horses to the same chariot, so to speak, or hitch your sphinxes to the same chariot, so to speak, and move forward together as one force. Okay? It may be that. It may be that it could even go like this. But that's not the way it came out in the spread. It came out in the spread like this. So I'm almost feeling like this is you, Cancer, and this is somebody else. And you're drawn to this person. And this person, they've got the cup of emotion, and they are a stable king. They've achieved a lot. Maybe a little bit more than you. What I'm getting is it's kind of like this, where they're a little like one notch up the ladder of success, and you're up there too. I mean, you're quite abundant in all of your wealth, whether it's material, spiritual, or otherwise. You've come a long way, let's put it that way, and you've achieved a lot. But this person seems to have gone just a little bit beyond that. And it looks like to me that there's a union that's trying to happen here. It could be a physical relationship that's about to take place if you've already met this person. There could be some kind of an offer to bond. I'm not getting cards particularly of physical relationships, but nonetheless, I wanted to speak to it because it did come to my mind, even though, we're not seeing a card of, passion or a card of anything that signifies that. But what we are seeing is this woman looking over at this man, and he seems to have that eye on the future. So someone has a future plan for you, Cancer. It could be in the work sphere, like I said, like a big promotion that's coming your way to move up. It could be an invitation from someone, or you making the invitation, if this is you, to join forces with this other person. And you've both achieved a lot, So it makes perfect sense that you could actually meet this person somewhere if you haven't already met them, somewhere where, like-minded people go. If you're in any social groups, or if you belong to any kind of clubs or any kind of interests, even if you go to meetup groups with people who have a common interest, and they go and do things together in the meetup groups, it's possible that you will meet someone within that group that is sort of on your wavelength, is what I just heard, on your wavelength, Cancer. But definitely this governs intimacy and bonding, so a bond could happen here. And it could be boss, an employee. It could be a supervisor or a boss or a company owner and you. Or maybe you're bonding to join forces there to form some kind of business interest where money is, I want to say money is being loaned, or it's money that's loaned out to others, or it's sharing money, maybe a joint venture in some way. Okay, and it may be, like I said, at a distance where you have to travel to talk to this person or travel to make this arrangement, but it could be a very interesting financial job, like in banking or investment or something like that, but it could go either way. It's something to do with bonding. It may be at a distance, but it's going to require probably a little bit of guidance from you and a little bit deciding which way you want to go in this either intimate affair, not affair meaning more people involved, but this intimate joining, or you're deciding how to take forward this entire, or I can't even talk straight, sorry, how to combine your forces, as it were, in some kind of business venture, because she is sitting amongst all these gold coins, and he has achieved kingship, meaning that he's a quite wealthy individual indeed, in charge. Now, the King of Cups is also an emotional person. He sort of makes decisions not necessarily from his head, but he makes decisions from his heart. He can be poetic, he can be dreamy, he can be romantic. And if anyone is going to be bonding in physical intimacy, this gentleman will be able to whisper sweet nothings all night long, practically. He is a romantic person, he or she. These genders can go either way. And you know, this king just very well, you know, maybe looking out to this beautiful noble woman here, noble person, aristocrat, and saying, you know, we're cut from the same cloth, and he's interested, whether it be in business or in some kind of physical relationship. It's quite an interesting spread. Let me see if I get anything else, Cancer. Yes. Okay. Spirit just drew my attention, and I really never noticed this before, to these two castles. You see those two castles, Cancer? It almost is like you are combining homes, homesteads. You're combining residences. So if it is indeed to be, with this, I can't even hold them in the camera view, with this card in the middle, joining you with this person, it's almost like you're excuse me, I didn't mean to hit that. It's almost like you're combining households. Combining households. So think about that, or combining wealth. The wealth of this woman's home here and the wealth of this man's home here. And maybe it even could be something with real estate, because this is real estate too. Look at this. This is definitely property. It could be something in the field of real estate as well. Maybe buying a home together. Very much. It could be buying a home together. Let's see what the romance angels have to say, Cancer. Romance angels, we're here with our Cancerians, and they are getting this eclipse in the 8th house, pinging over to the 2nd house. Romance angels, please let us know if there are any messages for Cancer. Give us just one, Romance angels, for this eclipse of February 15 of 2018, a solar eclipse in Aquarius for Cancer. There. Okay. Yep. Boom. There it is. There it is, Cancer. Look at this. You've just been given new love. New love. And it says, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. So guess what I just heard? I just heard that this person, let's look at it again. This is you. Let's work with it this way. This is you. This is the person that you're looking at. He stirred your romantic feelings. There is some kind of suggestion or offer going to be made in the romance area, and it may just be getting together for a physical union. Let's put it that way, a physical relationship. If it's not a brand new person that you don't know, then it's a reconnection with someone you already have an interest in, or even someone that you're already seeing, or even someone you're already married to. But there's going to be some kind of spark, and there's going to be a movement toward one another, either for the first time or reviving what was there before. Okay, so there is definitely movement. Now let's see what the messages from the angel, and I mean movement toward one another. That's what I'm speaking about. Messages from your angels. Angels, we've got Cancerians here. We're ready to get one card, angels, if you could help us with that February 15th solar eclipse for Cancer. Thank you, angels. Okay, let's take a look at this. It says, this is the angel named Merlina, and she says, you are confused, Cancer, and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. All right, this is perfect. I'm going to lay it there, and I want to talk. Well, actually, I'm going to hold this one and lay this one over here. Remember, the Chariot is in the middle of these two people. In fact, I'm going to lay it down. The Chariot is in the middle of these two. The Chariot means decisions and movement, like we've been talking about. And what this card says, yes, you're looking over here, but you're confused. You're indecisive and you do not know which way to go. You do not know which way to go, what decision to make. So let's imagine that now you get in this chariot to move your life forward, either toward this or toward somewhere else. And you've got your two sphinxes harnessed with reins, and you're going to steer this thing, but you don't know whether you're going to steer right or you're going to steer left or just straight ahead. And what Spirit is saying here, Cancer, is that you really don't have enough information to decide to go right or left, straight ahead. What Spirit is saying, you need to get some expert advice regarding any information you feel you're lacking, or you can do research yourself to get some information that you feel like you are missing. If it's relating to a job, to a move to another position, which will put you higher up on that corporate ladder, or higher up in the academic setting, or higher up in whatever field you happen to be in business, then you're still confused and you're kind of parked in the parking lot here, waiting to go this way. Or maybe you just stay where you are, or maybe there's a whole new direction. A whole new direction. And this could be new love in terms of a career, a new interest you have in switching how you make your money. Because remember, this is 8th house energy pinging to 2nd house energy. And it may be that when you do make your decision and you decide to go for it, maybe you're going to go this way. Look what's waiting for you there. It just may be this is exactly what you need to do to bring new love into your life. And take that to the next level, which may be at this point in time, because of the energy of these two houses, it may be some sort of a bonding, and it could be an intimate bonding. This is kind of a mixed bag of love and money and career and movement and bonding. But whatever it is, it looks like you need a bit more information, Cancer. And when you do get that information, you'll be able to make that decision easily. And well, I don't know how easy it'll be, but you'll definitely be happy with the results, because this is definitely the outcome or advice card. And it's just reach higher, Cancer, reach higher. Whatever direction takes you higher, reach for it. Once you get all those details worked out, you'll be ready to decide. Wow, you've got some adventures on hand. I am curious about that. Okay, so that is your reading, Cancer, for this solar eclipse. Let me see if I can get up here without knocking over all the equipment. Yes, it's your energy for the solar eclipse. I will be back in, I don't know, a few days or so. We'll be starting the March reading, so good luck with this one. I think you've got some exciting developments on order here. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.